Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Nelson Creek. It is Saturday the 22nd of May 2021, and if the weather behaves, it doesn't rain or get too windy or otherwise nasty, we're going to put this Haas seeder to use today, putting in some sweet corn. Oh yeah boy, yeah! One of the first things we're going to do today is crank this depth control up and down here. Let's see, we go clockwise to go up, and what I want to do is make that little notch flush with the top of the green framework of this planter. So we'll turn that until we are up to that notch, because that's 1.5 inches, and that's as deep as we want to plant our sweet corn. Okay, the next thing we want to look at setting up is the seed hopper, which is this little thing right here. Let me get clean up. It's got a couple holes in it. There's one here in the middle for the shaft that drives the thing, and this one here, the top one, or top one there if I turn it right, lines up with the drop tube hole there in the bottom of the frame. So we'll set that on there, and that locks into place. It had a number 4 seed plate in it. You can see they're all numbered, but it calls for a number 6 or a 5. We'll have to play with that here and see what drops through, because there's a 5, so I'm thinking, yeah, that might be about the right size for the corn. Okay, ideally you should be doing this on a flat surface, but I'm going to just do it here just so we can test it and see. Yep, a number 5 looks like it's big enough for a couple of ears or kernels of corn to drop into each hole. Yeah, it should work fine. If number 5 doesn't work, we'll go back to the number 4. But what you want to do is make sure, like say, these kernels will drop down in there, and a 5 might be a tad small. Okay, the numbered side goes down, and you got to turn that little wheel so that it fits on that D-shaped drive gear in there. And with the jack stand under it, you can turn the rear drive wheel, and you can make sure that little plate's spinning all right. Then there is the red cone that, oops, should have gone in there first. Let me move the seeds out of the way here. This little red wooden cone goes on there. That holds that. Then you have this little plate here with the brushes on it that sweep around inside of there. That's what forces the seed down into the hole. And you put on the little wing nut finally. You don't want to over tighten it, just like it says. And then if you are going to be outside for a while, you don't want to lose them by spillage or whatever. It comes with a nice little silicone cap you can put on the top of that to cover it, hold the seeds in. But for right now, to test it, I'm going to turn the back wheel, and we're going to see how the little corn kernels drop out down underneath. Yeah, you can hear the seeds dropping out of there and coming down the chute there. You can see them piling up. Oh yeah, nice little web of mess of stuff. So yeah, that looks like that's going to work. Now what I'm using today is some Hybrid Northern Extra Sweet. And we're going to drop this in here. Fill up that little hopper. I'll put the lid on it just to keep them from falling out between here and there. Like that. And now we're ready to go planting. And now I'll put on my silly hat, tighten up the chin strap doohickey-majigger because the wind is blowing out there in the garden. We're going to try this thing out and see if we can't get some sweet corn planted today. Yeah. I will, oh, that's the apple finger. Anyway, I will mow this area here sooner or later, but for today, just to get this thing going, we're going to come over here, and right out here, starting right here, is where I'm going to be putting that sweet corn, right along the edge there. If that doesn't play heck with us. Yeah. Something right about there, I'd imagine. And we'll put a corrugate down the middle of it later with a Planet Junior cultivator. So, yeah, here we go. We may have to come back through with that Planet Junior cultivator with a hiller attachment on it to hill up this corn. Yeah, that ground is awful hard. Should really have to till it, is what I'm going to have to do. Anyway, one more pass, and that'll be the first of the 3 of the sweet corn growing here at Nelson Creek in the produce patch. And if the weather behaves, we'll get the tiller out here and make this happen. Yeah. How do we know the seeder is working? Because it's dropping corn. There's one right there in the middle of the screen. And there's another one in that tire mark. And there's a couple more out through here. See, like over here? There's some more. And right in there, there's some more. So we know it is dropping seed. But this ground has been rained on awful heavy for the last couple of days. And right here is where it did flood a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to have to come back out here with the rototiller, fluff up this ground, soften it up so that the seeder will work better in it. I was hoping that it would work all right today, but it looks like it's a little tight yet. One of the things I could use to break up that hard soil besides a rototiller is this antique Planet Junior cultivator with the duckbill feet on it. Yeah, you can see those on there. It's an old Planet Junior. I had Idaho powder coating, sandblast it, and powder coat it what I can only guess is pretty close to the correct shade of green. And I even ordered up a set of correct handles for the thing. Those actually came from Haas Manufacturing, and you can get those Planet Junior style pistol grip handles on the Haas implements if you so desire. It does cost you a little extra, but they're kind of neat to push. But I'll show you right quick how the Planet Junior garden cultivator, walk behind garden cultivator works. Yeah, kind of a neat little tool. 100 years old or better, and it still works like it was new. Okay, you're going to have to bear with me on that. You're going to get some jiggle on it, but you can see how those duckbill teeth get down there into the ground, start breaking up that hard packed soil. Yeah, that's what we should have done out here before I started planting the seeds. So let's run out into the actual garden and see what it does. Okay, there's a weed right there. And yeah, you can see what it does here to the soil. Breaks up the soil. It attacks the roots of the weeds and digs up the weeds. So I think what I'll do is run that through the garden plots a few times, put in another couple of rows of corn, and see about getting some water on it. But yeah, something else is coming. That's looking directly into the wind, so yeah, that thing's coming too. So we got one to the south of us coming now. So it may be I don't get a lot done today, but at least we're making a start. As you can see behind me, the skies are starting to open up and cloudy and it's just nasty. It's about 47 degrees outside, so I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. Go in and edit this video and get it out to you. Don't forget, our 100 subscriber challenge is still on, And click right down there on that little red thing that says subscribe on it. Don't forget to click the bell icon and click the word all. That way you can get notified every time there's another video out from Nelson Creek. And as always, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a comment in the comment section. Just keep it clean because there are kids that watch the video. And we'll see you next time around. Y'all be careful out there. I'm Farmer Dave.